looking at getting started in business, you want to know the things that you can do to become the most successful, right? So that's what we're going to talk about today. What some specific things that we can do to be successful as we go through this journey of online business, because it's something that really everybody should get to know and get to do. And setting up right at the front, my intention is to get you to take some kind of action that'll benefit you in your own business. So that's what I do. It's not necessarily looking at that buy now button down there and clicking on it, or even the button beside it, the iPass button. You probably don't know what that is yet, but we'll talk about that a little bit, but talk about some positioning and stuff like that. But let's first talk about some things that we can do to create business success. I got my handy dandy whiteboard, I guess it's paper, with some notes on it here, and we just kind of try to illustrate some of the steps that we can take, some of the strategies and some of the techniques, and why they work. And then you can implement these in your business, or you have got a couple of other options that you can take, and we'll go through those in a little bit. We got some really cool, exciting stuff that was just released, and we've also got some really exciting stuff that revolutionizes everything that's going to be released within the next couple of weeks here. But let's get you some basic strategies, basic skill sets developed here so that you can start building your own business and maybe tweak some things that you're doing. Very cool. Let's get started. Let's go right to the basics here, though. What really builds a business? What really builds a successful business? Well, any successful business I know is based on relationships, right? So building a business pretty much equals building relationships, because unless a person gets to know you or has that relationship with you, has a level of trust with you, they're not going to buy from you. They're not going to just go ahead and buy right now. They're not. It's just not going to happen. But when you build that trust, that's when the transactions take place. So any business, we're looking at relationships, trust, transaction. Three simple things to remember. Relationships, trust, transactions. Relationships, trust, transactions. So you want to focus in your first part of building relationships with people. You want people to get to know you. You want to take the time to get to know other people. So how do you do that? It can be difficult in this day and age, especially one where we hide behind cell phones and computers a lot of times. A lot of people don't like you knowing who they are. And then there's the other people that just throw up pictures of everything that they probably shouldn't on there. They want everybody to see them. Maybe not the best strategy for if you're running a business. You might want to keep that in check. When it comes to building trust, too. Now, would you just go out? See, I see this a lot of times, and I see a lot of marketers making this kind of mistake where they just spam a link all over the place. You see it everywhere. It's like, spend $5, 400 guaranteed weekly, something like that. I don't know, I think I've seen like every different type of one out there. But if you had no idea who this person was, you don't know his character, you don't know what kind of product they have, or maybe you've heard of it and you don't know, does that make you want to click on that link and buy now? It doesn't for me. I wouldn't do business with someone like that. I really wouldn't. I mean, I would check the person out, see how they've developed over time, see if they've become more compelling, see if they're if what they're doing is in fact legit. Do my homework. But that still wouldn't quite compel me to click any link or to part with any of my money if I don't have trust in that person. So building relationships, building trust, huge if you want to build a successful business online. You've got to know how to do that, and you have to do that. That's where you got to take time on, because that's what you're going to spend your first amount of time on. If no one knows who you are, you got to take your time to build that. And we're going to go into methods. If you stay through this video, you're going to learn how to do that, and that's going to be really big. That's going to change your business for the better. I can guarantee that. So building the trust, you want to know too, I just forgot this. I just looked at my handy dandy little note there, that if you join something, or when you join something, that you're going to have some kind of support. So if this person just looks like they're just putting links out, but they don't really have any kind of following or credibility, I guess you could say, what if you get stuck? Where do you go? Who do you talk to? What if it's like, I'm not sure what to do next? I'd want someone to say, hey, no, have you checked out this? And then I go check it out. That's cool. I'm not the type of person that likes to have their hand held and, walk behind me touching my bum until I get something accomplished. No. No, just give me the direction to go and I'll figure it out. I do. I always do. One way or another, I figure it out. Either the hard way or the easy way. It depends on how coachable you are, I guess. And I guess I still got a little bit of stuff to work on, but no, it's all good. So yeah, so my intention is for you to be able to take some kind of actions. You'll see some actions here, and ultimately major actions that will allow you to have success. So we're going to go through that. What are some ways, though, that we can go about building relationships? Let's get back to those 3 steps: relationships, trust, and transactions. Well, there's 3 main ways. I kind of broke it down really simply. You can get more in-depth training and stuff on a ton of different ways, but these are the 3 main ways that I think you'll find the easiest to be able to implement right away. What are the most common places that people look to for information? Well, they look for content. They look for something to read, right? Blogs, really important. If you're not really into reading, where else do you look? Videos, probably YouTube, right? You know, other people, the social people, they're looking at different forms of social media, be it Facebook, Twitter, or any of those major sites there. So there's a lot of different aspects to find information that you need. But how do you build a relationship through them? A lot of it comes down to the content that you write and how consistent you are. And consistency is an absolute key in this, and we'll go into why in just a couple of minutes here. But let's take the first aspect here first, blogging. Why is blogging so important? Well, when it comes down to it, and you're creating content, you want people to read it, right? For one. So I don't know if you know anything about SEO, search engine optimization, but you can do a little bit of work on your wording and the way your formatting and pictures and all that stuff are in any blog posts. And Google looks for this. It has an algorithm set out that looks for whether it's valuable content, whether it's human readable, and if it's something that's really valuable, it's actually gonna rank it up there in the search engines. That's cool. So you have something you want to share with the world, and you follow your optimization tips, and boom, someone's searching for it, and they see it right there on Google. Now you do that for multiple posts over time, people get to know who you are, they see it. But the one thing that's often missed out here is that whatever blogging system you're using has to have authority. Google has to recognize it as a well-trafficked site. Because when it sees that it gets a lot of traffic, it automatically says, well, this has valuable content. So if you're blogging on a platform that has a lot of authority, then it just makes it that much easier to rank your stuff like on the first page of the search engines within the first couple of slots there, and that's really cool. Otherwise, you have to spend a lot of time building backlinks and doing a bunch of other stuff that really you don't even want to worry about right now. That's just going into way more than you need to start off to be successful. You just need to worry about creating your content. Do it consistently, do it daily. At minimum, 1 blog post per day. More than 1 would be cool. You can there's some cool trainings. You'll learn on power blogging and stuff like that. You can put out a couple a day. Put your content out there. Get people to see you, optimize it, get them to find you. You build a relationship that way. Because your personality comes through your writing, which is really cool, what you can do with words and stuff like that. Lots of training on that too. I'm not going into that specifically right now. So the next way that people look for information and way you can build a relationship is through videos, or as I have written on here, YouTube. And I find YouTube really interesting. It's the one I've used most extensively. I do have other paid hosting services that I use, but I find this one interesting because the same thing with your blog posts, you can actually upload your video and you can optimize your write-up on it, you can optimize the title for it, and you can actually rank it on the first page of the search results for whatever keyword someone's looking for. And I've done it multiple times, and they rank within a few hours if you do it right. But if you're putting out awesome content in videos, your personality's coming through. Actually, they get to see you right up close. Like you're watching me. You see all my quirks, my mannerisms, my speech mannerisms, and all that stuff. My arms and probably licking my lips. Now you're gonna notice it now. But it's a great way for building relationships with people. And remember, that's the first step, relationships, and then we're going on to building that trust. And when they see you over and over and they see that you're providing valuable content, that trust is automatically built. So that's really cool. And then what's the next step? is the transaction from there. So we'll talk about that in a second. Third way is through our social media, things like Facebook and Twitter and stuff like that. Facebook is huge right now. It's I know it's being targeted by marketers a lot, and there's a lot of bad marketers that are spamming all over the place, and it can just drown out your stuff. So you got to really know how to do what you need to do. A good way is setting up a fan page and doing all your business stuff on there. Keep your personal profile separate. Link over to it, obviously, in your description. But you need to do all your business stuff on there and create valuable content, because that content is going to be a reflection of who you are. See, this whole business model here that I'm laying out for you is one that actually we use for our mindset and personal development. That's something that we're passionate about. We want you to be able to succeed. We know you can when you take the proper action. And to take the proper action, you need to be in the right mindset. And that's what it did for us. My wife and myself, we had to make some pretty big changes and make some pretty tough decisions. And sometimes we just had to act on stuff right now. And we did. I saw a lot of cool things happen, and that's why I'm here. I want to show you this. I want to show you that there's nothing mysterious about it. This is a really basic business model that can succeed if you actually make use of it, which is really cool, right? So training on Facebook, we got some in our back office. So after you join and get your pay your affiliate fee, that's all mentioned in the join page after you click on that join now button, or buy now button, I guess it is. In your back office, you're going to find some really cool training on that stuff, because there's powerful, powerful things that you can do with Facebook, because until now it's been vastly unleveraged, but now there's some really cool, exciting stuff happening with it. So those are some basic steps. Once you build that relationship, that's when the transactions happen. People trust you. They know that you're not trying to scam them or sell them some kind of spammy product that they're going to put on the shelf, or they're going to lose thousands of dollars. No. With this model and this system, the exact opposite. As you go through the training, you're going to learn. Like when I started, I had no marketing experience. But the funny thing is, I had skill sets from different areas of my life, between speaking and between computer skills and stuff like that, that I realized that as I was going through the training and the development, that they all came together nicely. They all complemented each other, and I actually make use of them now. Make use of a lot of those skill sets and being able to build trust with people and getting people to know me. And I do that through blogging, through videos, through social media. That's cool. You found me through one of those methods, and you're watching this right now. Cool. It does work. If you're watching this, it proves it does work. And guaranteed this post is search engine optimized, and it probably ranked within 6 to 8 hours that I usually rank them. So that's awesome. And if you're watching over on the fan page, that's cool. That's cool. On YouTube, you'll have links down there on the fan page. You'll have those fancy green buttons at the bottom that will let you take action after that. So we're getting up to those right away. Also, in this industry, it hasn't always been easy to maintain a blog. Really, we've made it very simple. But there was something else that needed to be done. So millions of dollars of development have gone into a brand new system, and that's going to be launching. And I want you to be excited about this, because this is going to change the game for everybody. Do you find it hard creating content? Is it too hard doing your videos, uploading them, doing all sorts of stuff like that with them? It's going to get easier. It can all be done through a click of a button. Like it's incredible. I have a link to some videos. Actually, if you sign up or subscribe to my mailing list, I'll be sending some stuff out, and you're going to find this fascinating. It's just going to blow your mind, and that launch is happening soon. So the good thing is to position yourself really in the right spot to be able to make use of this stuff. So when that launches, you're going to want to go into a frenzy. Honestly, you're going to see people's incomes double, triple, quadruple, just go through the roof. And if you don't join now, you could miss out on all this training that'll put you in the perfect position for when that launch happens. So that's why positioning is really important, really important. So will you choose to take action now? Well, really, only you can answer that. I can't sit here and tell you you're going to take action. Only you can decide to click one of those two buttons and take action. And when you do, amazing things happen. That's cool, hey? So that's the ENV2 launch. You've probably seen some of that. You're going to want to look up more about that. That's cool. I'm not here to go in depth detail about that. So we talked about that buy now button, that one that you can take action on, and that opens up the web form that lets you put in your name and your credit card information, and it's all done through secure and then servers, and you just hit submit. It's cool. 25 bucks to start, not too bad. Pretty easy to get started in a business for 25 bucks. I mean, how much? I've probably spent 25 bucks on nothing today. Really, honestly, I have nothing to show for it. But this 25 bucks actually gives you a business opportunity. It gives you a whole business model that you can work with, and you can invest in yourself over and over again, repeatedly, and really develop yourself to an amazing level. I can't wait to hear your success stories. This is gonna be awesome, because that comes up on our live streams. We talk with ones who've just recently joined and who are making some tough decisions and making some cool changes, and we're gonna have some pretty successful ones coming up. We've got a lot of big things planned for that live stream. Live.easyfreedom.ca. It's actually in the tabs if you're over on the Facebook page. If you are in YouTube, there'll be a link, direct link to it there, and it's done every Thursday. All the info's there, so I check that out. That's cool. So big thing to remember though: be consistent. Consistency is key. Blog daily, blog daily, blog daily, blog daily. Do 1, maybe 2 blogs a day. Do a little bit of optimization. Make sure Google gives it some love. Do some videos. You know, if you can now for the next 90 days, when you click that join button, you do 90 videos, because by the end of 90 videos, you're going to be a pretty compelling speaker and you're going to be a pretty compelling communicator, and that's awesome. So I don't know what else to say about that, but take some action. Any action. It doesn't really matter. If you're not ready to join now, there is the iPass button. Learn about iPass. Now, this is an interesting system that our team just released, and it's in different stages, so there's been a couple of stages just released here. But could you imagine what it's like? I'm not going to go into it in depth because that video does cover everything, but if you had your own personal business assistant, when you join, you can actually position yourself so that you have a personal business assistant. Now, as of right now, I don't have mine activated yet. That's something I've still got to do, but it's a business assistant that'll actually call your members, your new members, give them coaching session, show them exactly what they need to do. And some of my other teammates have them activated, and I just hear amazing things from people that have just joined now. It's crazy, crazy cool. So you've got to check that out, if anything. Or if you want to go ahead and click the buy now button and then click the iPass button. See what there is. You might as well position yourself to get started and then see what some cool things you can do on Prosperity Team here. It's gonna blow your mind. Oh man, I'm gonna go back and watch the video. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool system. And don't let me forget to activate that PBA so that they can give you a call when you join. So that's awesome. So there you go. There you go. You got a whole successful business model. Now the next step is up to you. And when you choose to take action now, that's when amazing things happen. You become successful. You become inspiring to others. You can help people make changes in their lives. So what action are you going to take? I don't know. I really don't know. It's not for everybody. But it could be for you. What if you missed out on something and you look back and think, if only I took action on something? I don't know, just a little thought that I want to leave you with. So my name's Chris Johnson, and some valuable training. If you found value in it, please go ahead and like and share this video if you're on YouTube, and leave a comment below. Tell me what you thought of it. I'll talk to you soon.